So back with another new product reveal, but before we do that, we are going to talk about determining running paces using mile time or Cooper test. So this is something I do with my athletes and something that I'm going to do upon my return to try and get back to a bit of fitness. Now I'm focusing a little bit on mile time and 5K time for the next few weeks and months, and that's something that I want to try and get down, try and keep some speed in the legs while I'm still young. But what I normally do with my athletes, regardless of their distance, is I try to use shorter races to determine paces for longer runs. Now let me explain a little bit about how that works. So you use the Cooper formula. So this formula is derived from lots of different runners from all sorts of different experiences, and what it does is it allows you to make an estimate on what your running time is going to be for longer distances and shorter distances based on shorter distances. So what I use an app called VDOT. I use that to determine from my mile time what my paces are going to be like. Now this works, but with a few exceptions. So I'm going to be doing the unboxing of these Takumis. So hopefully I can go out and maybe use these for a bit of an assessment of my mile time and then see what that equates to. And then hopefully I can talk through it on this video and then you can see what that means for me. They are very nice shoes. So Takumi, if you don't know, are Adidas sort of tempo shoe. You can see they're full sort of carbon rods. I mean, they do feel quite stiff actually compared to the previous Takumi. I got them in this colorway because that was the only size 10 available, the 10.5 UK available. You can see hopefully there, Takumi Sen 11. So I'm absolutely buzzing, to be honest. I completely forgot that I ordered these, and they're sitting on the table in the living room. So I'm gonna have a little try on and you can see what you think. Not sure what your thoughts are on them, but I think they look pretty sleek. I'm absolutely buzzing with that, to be honest. Gonna go give this a little run around the park and see how it goes for my mile test. So come along with me on a mile test. Let's go. I feel seriously springy. However, last night I got in at like 2:30 in the morning. I probably slept about 4 hours. Feel terrible, but honestly I feel like I need to go and do something because otherwise I'm just going to struggle for days and days. Whereas if I get on and just go and do a run, then hopefully I feel decent. And then I've got to go to the mall this afternoon, pick up some more Adidas stuff, and then for the rest of the day maybe I can do a light cycle or something and try and get myself back into some sort of condition after what was a fantastic wedding a week away back in Scotland, but struggling a bit now. So first question, how did the shoe perform? Honestly, quite liked it. Going to give it a bit of a better effort tomorrow at intervals with Jameer Johns, just because that was obviously not very long effort, and just finished my mile test. So you're probably really interested to hear how I did. So I have my VDOT app open here, and what I will do is put in my time from this. So I got there, so 3:49 pace. So it says my estimate VDOT levels 47.2, so that's effective VO2 max. So we've obviously fallen a long way off since the last time I did one of these, but that's absolutely fine. So from this, you're able to get my full stats. So it tells me from this app that I should run my easy runs between 5 minutes 21 and 5 minutes 54. Marathon pace is around 4:45, which is just over 4 hours. Not ideal, but threshold pace is 4:27. Now this is a really important one. If you're someone that works off threshold paces, that is going to be a key one for you to work out. Now interestingly, my Garmin says that my threshold is around 4:22, so not far away from where that is there. It says my interval paces should be 4:06 pace and repetition should be 3:51. And then on the app it also has breakdown of exactly what the times I should be doing 1200, 800 and 600 meters. Now here's where you get the information around what your different paces are for the different races. So it says actually, 4:45 marathon is 3 hours 20. So that's actually 3 minutes slower than my fastest ever marathon. I'm nowhere near in that shape at the minute. Sorry, I don't know what I was saying before. Half marathon 1:36, 10 mile, we're not working out miles, but 10K 43:25. So that's around a minute faster than I did that 10K in last week. So it's not a million miles off. It's a good ballpark estimate. Obviously I probably am actually a bit fitter than I was, because that was the K, which is around 4:11 pace. So you can see it gives you your full equivalence for all the different runs that you can do all the way down. And what I will say is, from using this from a coaching perspective, is the higher the run that you do, closer to the distance you're going to do, is obviously a more accurate reflection of your actual fitness. So for example, if I did a 5K there, it would give me a better predictor time of my 10K. If I did a 10K, it would be better predictor time of my half marathon, better predictor of the marathon, of course, because the energy systems are more relatable, and also it's just a closer distance to go out. But you know, to do that mile test, it's a good way to see where you are. And then obviously if you do repeat the mile test in the future, you know, compared to that mile test, if you're faster or slower. So it's a good way to go and test it. Obviously that's a good thing for me now to go and work on, is get a bit faster. I had gained get a bit more fitness, and obviously I'm on the way back, so I'm being easy on myself. But hopefully you enjoyed that video. You got a little debrief of the Takumi shoe, the Sen 11. It's been out for ages, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, you probably already looked. Hopefully I'll be able to put up the screen grabs of the runs that I did, and hopefully you've seen them already. And appreciate you tuning into another YouTube video. If you can sort of give me a like, subscribe, or anything, really helps me. Obviously trying to drive as many people towards the videos as possible, so that does help me massively. And yeah, if you've got any run related questions ever, or anything you want me to cover in terms of content, then please don't be afraid to drop me a message below, and look forward to hearing from you. You'll see me in the next video.